Let me get a bit of a gas here. Oh wow. Oh yeah, there's a torque. You just woke up. Yeah, it goes. It's got a ton of power. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Peter's Autovlog. This is Peter. Hope everybody had a great Happy New Year and a happy holiday season. Today, we're going to get behind the wheel of this beautiful 2024 Ford F-250 King Ranch. And I'm very excited to get behind this King Ranch. This is the first time I'm going to get to drive a more upscale, basically trim of this new 5th generation Ford Super Duty. Now, before we go on, guys, I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Super Duty. Big thank you to Tim, and I'll put all their information in a link to the website in the description below. Now, for 2024, there are some minor changes that Ford did to this Super Duty, since it's basically just got introduced last year as a new 5th generation Super Duty. Now, of course, they kind of redesigned the exterior. We have a reinside of the interior and minor things, and a lot of new technical and a lot of technology changes that Ford did to the Super Duties. But overall, we'll go over those minor changes for 2024 in just a few moments. Here, as you can see, it's got a two-tone paint, which is basically exclusive to this King Ranches. This one here is finished off in a rapid red with the combination of a dark grayish kind of bronze bottom here. It looks more like a dark gray, but it's had a little bit of a bronze into it, but it's a really cool combination. I really love this King Ranches, especially when they come in these two-tone versions. You can also get them just in a single tone as well, just depending on options and how you do the truck. Now, this one here that we have with us here is a crew cab. As you can see, we have the 6.7 foot, 5 foot bed. Basically, this is kind of the only way you can get these King Ranches. Unfortunately, Ford does not offer them in a extended cab or something like that. Also, the only two engines you can get with the King Ranch are this one here. This one here is the new for 2024 or 2020, this generation high output diesel engine, or the 7.3 liter normally aspirated V8 known as the Godzilla motor. It's basically, those are the only two motors you can get with the King Ranch models. Now, this one, of course, you can see really nice the way this one is. This one is equipped with the FX Sport package, which gives you that off-road ability. Really cool. Let's walk around this truck here. As you can see, we got the LED lighting that's new for 2024. We got your sensors here. We got the black bumpers here in the back. You already got a receiver hitch ready to go. Here in the back, of course, pertaining to this King Ranches, we got the beautiful platinum here, or the aluminum trim here that says King Ranch Super Duty, which is basically one of the things you can get either with a limited or the platinum one. And also this King Ranches include this aluminum trim, just depending on the trimming, what lettering you get on there. But really cool the way this looks. As you can see, guys, for 2024, of course, we got the side steps here on the side. We got another step here as well, kind of mimicking what GM puts on their trucks, but it is what it is. Really cool. As you can see, we got the FX Ford decal now here as well. You get a little detail here. As you can see, it says 2.5 cubic yards of, I believe it's probably storage. A little cool little truck emblem there, as you can see there. Now, this is a pretty good size bed. This is 6.75 foot bed. Of course, you can also get an 8 foot bed with the Super Duties as well, with the Super Cab or just a regular cab as well, depending on this one. Of course, this is a loaded model, so you get the bigger cab. But I really love it. This one here also has self-deploying running boards. Coming around here, as you can see, we got the big mirrors as well. These are also a bit of body color here on the top. You can see we got the lights. We also have some lights that shine down. These things extend as well for towing. They're heated as well, and of course, you got blind detection as well. As you can see, we have the King Ranch logo right here with the F-250. These are functional side scoops there. As you can see, these do have airflows. Now, here we got the 6.7 liter power stroke diesel batch here. So this has got the most powerful engine you can get in this Super Duty. So I really love that two-tone. As you can see, that really works with this Super Duty. Now, over here, as you can see, we have the 20-inch King Ranch wheel that's included with this. King Ranch is really nice aluminum wheel with a bit of a bronze insert. As you can see, there's really nice. This is how, since it's equipped with the FX Sport package, you get a bit of more aggressive all-terrain tire, which is a Bridgestone dual tire. As you can see, they're 275 millimeter tire, which is really cool. These are basically the same tire all around. around. Awesome tire, plenty of pretty good grip to go lightly off-road, not crazy off-road. That way, if you want to go off-road, you're going to get the Tremor package. But this is still an awesome looking F-250. Really love this rapid red color, looks fantastic. Now coming up here, part of this King Ranch model, you can see we got a bit of bronze inserts here on the grill with a bit of aluminum and chrome. Big Ford badge here, and you can see the bottom bumper is painted in that darkish gray bronze color, which I'll put the name of the color on the screen for you guys if I hadn't mentioned it before. LED fog lights, LED headlights, and of course we got the LED, the new seat shaped daytime running light as well on this Super Duty. So you got the tow hooks, and of course you get a kind of a pretty decent front spoiler there as well that complements this huge front. So there are basically 3 changes that Ford has done for the 2024 model years as far as I've investigated. One of them is basically the 6.8 liter, your base V8 gets now the flex fuel ability, so that's basically that comes standard on 2024s. Also for 2024 you have the onboard scales that are standard now, or they are optional on basically any trim from the XL up. Before you have to get the XLT or something like that to get the onboard scales. Now they're available on basically all the trims, like probably except for the work trucks. And also for 2024 the navigation system becomes standard if you get an XLT model and above. So you basically get regular, or you get your get nav if you get the XLT models from above. Before I think mostly was an option, but now that becomes standard on XL trims and above. So that's basically the changes that Ford has done for the 2024 Super Duties. Now guys, before we go on, let's go ahead and check a look at the build sheet of this F-250. Put this sheet on the screen for you guys so you can read a little bit better. So here we have basically a 2024 Super Duty crew cab single rear wheel. This one is here with the King Ranch propulsion. Now this one of course has the 6.7 liter high output power stroke diesel, which is a basically a $12,500 option. Rapid red is a $500 option. So we can see there, you got the electronic lock and rear axle, which is $495 for the FX4 package, which is pretty decent, pretty good deal. Of course, no charge for the skid plates. Then you have also the vehicle safety console vault, which is the first time I've seen that for $350, and that's basically how the Super Duty King Ranch is set up, for a total price of $93,235 for this King Ranch model, which is pretty high. You're almost reaching 6 figures, and this is not even the top of the line model, which is the limited. So basically this King Ranch or this Super Duty start around $44,000 and go up all the way out to see this $93,000 model, and probably a little more. You're going to go into 6 figures if you get the limited model and dually and all that kind of stuff with all the options. So you can see this is equipped with the FX4 package. Now the FX4 package gives you the off-road tuned shocks. You get a bit of different springs here in the front for the Super Duties. You also get, of course, as I mentioned, the off-road all-terrain tires. You also get hill descent. You also get skid plates here in the bottom for your transfer case and the gas tank. And also you get a bit of basically off-road, I would say, screens for your off-road. You get also more of a mud and ruts, all that kind of stuff. A couple of more modes off-road. And of course you get the decals here for the FX4 package. And as you can see, that color does extend here to the back as well, to the rear bumpers, because you get some more sensors here in the back. We got your receiver hitch, and which is ready to go for about 22,000 pounds of towing capacity. What I've seen that this truck here can tow. That's a pretty good amount of towing, if you ask me here. Now coming here to the back, guys, as you can see, we got the really awesome back tailgate. Now here I have the key with me here. As you can see, we got open close, we got remote start. We do have the soft opening of the rear hatch. As you can see, guys, out the rear door. So the door is coming down. As you can see, got powered rear tailgate, which is really awesome. Now this one here with this King Ranch, you do get quite a bit of some options here. As you can see, we got LED lighting. We do have a lot of connections here for basically hooks and all kinds of things you can do to basically enhance your bed. Now this one here, not really equipped with the fifth wheel. That's an option you can get as well. You can tow a little more, and of course when this equipped with the 2 kilowatt pro power on board. So you have some connections here. As you can see, you got couple of connections there. We can connect a lot of watts there for you, so that's awesome to have. Now here in this 6.7 foot bed, you can carry about 2,800 pounds of payload capacity, which is pretty good, considering that kind of changes depending on the truck, the dimensions, there's all kinds of different things that change, but you're looking at about 2,800 pounds of payload capacity in the Super Duty. This one doesn't have any spray on baler or anything like that, but that's available from Ford as well, or your leader was. That's pretty cool. So as you can see, guys, we do have a ruler here as well. That's all new for this here. And you also have this step here as well, the egress. You can check out the step and get easily into your bed. That's awesome. That comes with this Ford King Ranches here, which is pretty cool. And but there we go, guys. This is the back of this Super Duty. Now of course you don't have to raise it up, guys. This is pretty fancy. We just grab the key here and do a double click, and this will automatically put up your bed door, which is pretty cool convenience, especially if you're carrying some things or your hands full. Awesome feature to have. All right, let's go ahead and take a look what's powering this F-250 Super Duty. And thank you Ford for including some hydraulic shocks to bring this hood up. These are pretty heavy shocks and it's pretty tall. I don't know how the hell I'm going to reach that, but we'll see in just a few moments. So here we have the 6.7 liter power stroke turbocharged diesel V8. Now this is producing 500 horsepower, 1,200 pound-feet of torque. Of course, that's going through the 10-speed torque shift automatic transmission, and of course the 4x4 system that these Super Duties are equipped with. Of course, there's a lot of modes with that 4x4 system, so a lot of things you can do. Now these are fantastic engines. I believe this is the most powerful heavy-duty truck you can get. This is it right here. This is the F-250 with this high output diesel V8. Of course, the other engine that we have is a regular diesel V8, which has got 475 horsepower and 1,050 pound-feet of torque. Or you can go down to the 7.3 liter naturally V8, known as Garcia, or you have the 6.8 liter their base engine, which I drove that in another video. If you're looking at fuel consumption, the EPA doesn't rate these engines, and these are basically kind of more of a commercial truck engines, but usually you're averaging about 15 to 16 miles per gallon of what I've seen of some magazines, some other of my colleagues testing out these engines. Go ahead and get that hood. As you can see, guys, we got the Ford logo there, as you can see, and I gotta get stretched up here and grab that hood. And there we go. And of course, we're gonna have those self-deploying boards come down, which are really awesome. Now, as you can see, this is basically what makes one of the best things about these king wrenches is the interior combination. This, what they call the Java color of this. It's basically like a brown, multi-tone brown of this king wrench. And now, of course, just a quick reference of the king wrench. King wrench is the biggest, or I think it's still the biggest kettle wrench in Texas, in Kingsville, Texas. That's the town where this come from. Now, these are basically the tones and kind of the theme they use for that ranch in terms of the interior, the furniture, if I'm correct. And this is where that kind of comes from. Kind of Ford kind of partnered with them and say, hey, we like to use those tones. And the king wrench has been out for a while, so a lot of people love this interiors. I am one of those myself. I usually love this interior color combination, which is one of the best things you can get with this king wrenches. And of course, especially with this rapid red, with this combination, really looks kind of really different color combination. I love this, what Ford has done. Now, of course, starting here, guys, all soft leather. You can see we got the two-tone combination here, the stitching. This is all soft touch here in the bottom here with a aluminum trim here, as you can see there. A lot of spaces to store your things here in the Super Duties. We got aluminum grill here for the speaker, which is really cool. Now, coming here, the interior, guys, this is basically, you still get the same, flexibility as your regular F-250s or Super Duties. Of course, you can strap this here. You can get the seats up. You have a lot more storage space here in the bottom, as you can see there, with the jack and everything here in the bottom. Really cool what Ford has done to this interior. Now, of course, this is you can see we got the W here, which is basically like a running W. That's what this little symbol stands for, which is really cool. Love this. Is really nice, very different leather that Ford uses for this king wrench models. This is a very soft, really nice. This is a perfect leather. Now here at the back, these seats are heated here on each side, not the middle one, but the seats are heated. Now, as you can see, guys, we got the headrests as well. Here we have also a center armrest, which is in that color as well, which is really nice. Now here in the back, as you can see, we got the power window here in the back, the power back window. This one does not equip with any type of sunroof. Also, if you can tell, we'll probably get inside on YouTube, but this is also a dark brown headliner as well that's included with this king wrench models. And of course, you can see we have the carpet here as well with the W logo in the carpet done. So it's really cool. Let's go ahead, guys, and jump inside and take a quick look. The smell, I wish I can get smell-o-vision, because the leather smell in here is fantastic. It smells so good. Feels like a quality leather. You can see all the layers here and all these seats here. Really nice the way this is. Couple of pockets here in the back. Got the logo here in the middle. Of course, you got your new interior, updated interior for this 5th generation Super Duty. It's really nice. We got some toggle switches here in the back, as you can see, a little bit of a better view of that. But I really love the interior. You got some lights here, as you can see. Everything's really nice and done well. So coming here at the bottom, as you can see, we got the 2 cup holders here with a bit of aluminum or kind of a chrome trim. Coming down here, you can see all this is also done in the brown color, so you can see. Now here we got a bit of a nice brushed aluminum or a brushed bronze trim. As you can see, that's really nice the way that is. A couple of AC outlets, 2 USB ports, A and C, and we got the buttons here for your 2-stage seat heaters here in the back. Other than that, we have also a house sprung connection here and a 12-volt connection here as well. And as I mentioned, the mat here as well. I got my bag here, guys. But there we go, guys. Pretty cool interior to this F-250. See, guys, those the power deploying running boards can actually be turned off or putting on a timer, which is pretty cool. I'll show you that feature once we get inside. Coming here to the door, we got the more of that Java leather. As you can see, the really nice old soft touch material, a bit of that wood here, a bit of more of that chrome. This is kind of more of a not chrome, excuse me, but a bit of aluminum aluminum bronze trim, which is really cool. That's part of this F-250 King wrenches. And of course, you got controls here for your windows, all the stuff here, mirrors, and three-way memory seats here for your seats. Of course, you got aluminum trim here, as you can see there, the King wrench logo right there, which looks fantastic in that kind of a bronze aluminum trim, which is really nice. A lot of storage space, as you can see there, and all this is done in a brown color. So the rest of the seats here in this King wrench really fantastic. I really love the seats here. You got plenty of side bolstering here. You can see that two-tone brown leather, which I really love. We got the logo, the W logo right there embroidered into the seat as well. A little more side here, as you can see. That's really cool, the little details that are on these seats. And these are, I believe, about 10-way power seats, if I'm correct. Now, coming here to the center console, as you can see, the center armrest does have the logo there as well. And inside, we have basically a little bank vault that's this thing is optional with. A little more leather here on the side, as you can see, guys. And you can see there's more storage space here as well here on the center console here on the bottom. Coming down here, as you can see, got the King wrench logo here on the door sill, the floor mats. And down here, we do have adjustable pedals. So as you can see, those are really cool. You can adjust your pedals according to what your needs are. We also have basically an electronic tilting and telescoping steering wheel. Coming here to the upper dash, guys, we got the brown kind of bronze trim. Also some more of a brush trim, so you can see, which is really awesome with the American flag. Fantastic detail. Coming here, we got basically the lights for your mirrors. We got also your lights for the rear, basically your door opening, if I'm correct. All kinds of controls here for your lights and all that kind of stuff here. And of course, you get your parking brake there as well. But really cool. I really love this interior. Of course, these mirrors are extension as well. If you're towing, they're heated. And of course, you got blind detection there as well. And as I mentioned, we got the three-way memory seats here for this, all your settings here as well. So all right, let's go ahead and jump into the Super Duty. As you can see, guys, really awesome interior. Really love the color combination that they use. Unfortunately, this one is not equipped with the sunroof. As you can see, they bring a little more light, but the visibility is nonetheless is very, very nice. As you can see there, love that little tilt down feature of the windows that usually Ford puts on the Super Duties and their trucks. Big mirrors there for towing. Of course, you got some speakers there as well. As you can see, they're part of this, I think it's a 14-speaker Bang & Olufsen system that comes with this King wrench models. And you can see we got a little bit of space here for your sunglasses. Lights here, of course, controls are for your lights. We do have HomeLink system here as well. And of course, your mirrors there. Really nice what that is. Now here we have your rear view mirror. As you can see, the Ford does not offer any type of electronic mirror like Chevy does or anything like that. So at least I haven't seen that myself. But before we go on, let's go ahead and close the door. But before we do, let's go ahead and start this Super Duty and turbo diesel and get everything started, guys. You can see, get all our things done, all their screens code. Really cool. We got our 12-inch digital display here, as well as another 12-inch screen here on the side. Let's bring that volume down a little bit. So let's hear that turbo diesel V8 just a little bit. I know they don't like to be revved, but ooh, that sounds nice. And the whole thing moves, just a big engine. It's really awesome that way that turbo diesel sounds, that power stroke. Let's go ahead, guys, and close the door. Now that we have a little more quietness, let's start over here on this side of the cockpit. Over here, we got this is really nice. The aluminum trim here, that's basically bronze color. It's fantastic, looks really nice. Now, as you can see, that's new for 2024, as they have, or new for this 5th generation. Now they have the little, basically the island of the King wrench building there, as you can see there, which is really cool detail there. Now, of course, we got two glove boxes. We got the upper glove box and we have the lower glove box. You can see everything's really cool there. You get those lock boxes, really nice. All this is real wood that Ford puts on this King wrench models. Now coming down here, as you can see, we got a bit of more brown color there. As you can see, the bit of dark or the brown color. Then we got a little more storage space here on the top with a Bang & Olufsen's basically speaker there. And coming here in the middle, of course, we got the huge center armrest with the W logo here, established in 1850. And, you can see, guys, now if we open this up here, this is the first time I see this. This is got basically the vault that you can put in this Super Duty. This is the first time I see one. You can see we got a little Ford logo there, and you can raise this up. We do have some USB ports here down here as well, that you don't lose that. So you basically get all your trays. But it's just basically, this is a lockable vault little storage that you can put, which is really cool. This is about $250 for this. I'll put that on the screen, guys, but that's a cool little detail to have. Now coming down here, cup holders, you can see, guys, we have more storage space here on the bottom. This F series established in 1948, little logo there, which is really cool. Now here I do have my phone, but you can definitely put it down here and have that being charged. There is a wireless charging port right there, as you can see there. Then there goes my phone charging. A couple of USB ports, A and C right here, as you can see, and you can definitely lock this up as well. Let me just get that locked. More little wood here as well with the logo there. And I love this brushed aluminum here. That's really nice. Awesome the way that feels. Really nice in quality. So as you can see, guys, all kinds of connections and phone charging abilities. Here we have a little more of that aluminum trim here, which is really nice. Feels nice and rugged. That's going to last with a little more leather here on the sides. Now over here we got basically a house connection there, 120 volt 12 volt connection. And down here we have your dual zone AC, which is fantastic. Of course, right now we got some AC going because it's kind of a little warmer. It was cool this morning in Florida, down to about 50 degrees. Down here we got, now as I mentioned, we have the dual zone AC here, and we do have heated seats, cool seats as well, and a heated steering wheel as well, which is fantastic. Now that's kind of standard in this King Ranch model. So we got all your physical buttons for your radio. As you can see, that's pretty cool the way this is, which I really love to have this, especially with this type of knobs that make easily controllable if you got gloves or something like that, which is really a cool feature for the Super Duties. This thing has a lot of technology nowadays. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in these things, but here we have the 12-inch basically Sync 4 system. Now in this Super Duties for 2024 or the 5th generation, now you have 5G capability of connection as a Wi-Fi hotspot. You can connect up to 10 phones to this Wi-Fi hotspot, which is really cool. Now in this model here, there's all kinds of combination. Besides the navigation, you have, what you got, the audio. I mentioned this Bang & Olufsen system is a 14 speaker system that comes with this F-250. It sounds pretty good too. It does sound pretty awesome. Really good system that this thing has. So as you can see, that's basically your radio. Now, of course, you got phone connection. You got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Of course, I mentioned the nav. Now, the nav does have a feature that now Ford has that trailer navigation, which you can definitely put in your dimensions of the trailer, and it'll give you the best navigation instructions or give you the best roads for that, depending on the trailer, which is fantastic. Now, you also got all kinds of things that you can do with your trailer hitch and all that stuff. Of course, we got favorites. You got your apps, which is awesome. Apple CarPlay, all that kind of stuff. Then you got settings, and of course you got features. Now as you can see, you got this guy driver assistance, running board. As I can mention, you can definitely turn off your running board, which is an awesome feature to have. You got your Pro Power on board, which you can get and get all your connections that you have there. So you'll see how much power is drawn. Over here we got your zone lighting, which you can turn on your lights here to have you more lights on the exterior. We got a little more here. We got record feedback, which I think is probably something we can record. Towing, of course. Onboard scales, as I mentioned, you can definitely put things in the back of the bed and see how much you're actually towing in terms of, or how much you have in terms of pounds. You see, he's got 3,154 pounds. That's including also passengers. So it's about 2,000 pounds you can put with passengers, depending, of course, on your passengers and all that kind of stuff. But that's a cool feature to have. And go back to features here. Of course, you got Smart Hitch as well. So the Smart Hitch will allow you to basically, this thing will back up and you get to put in what type of trailer you have and all that kind of stuff. It'll save it and it'll definitely help you back up into all fantastic kinds of settings you can do with this, especially if you're towing. That's basically all you have for this Super Duties. Then there's all kinds of things as well, as I mentioned, guys. Now, of course, if we go up here, we got basically your brake controller. This is your brake control here, if I'm correct. Of course, you got your cameras. Now, as I mentioned, this has got 360-degree cameras here. We got 360-degree sensors as well. As I mentioned, we have the hitch camera. We got your rear view camera there as well. We got your bed camera. As you can see, guys, really cool the way that is. And you can also put an auxiliary camera here as well. All kinds of camera angles you can do, as you can see there. And we also have a front camera as well. Now, down here, guys, now we mentioned when we go over here, we got your Pro Trick brake controller. And also your brake assist here, as you can see, all kinds of controls for your trailer there. Here, down here, we have your 4-way or your 4x4 modes here. We got 2 high, 4 high, 4 low, and basically your locking rear. Now, we also got drive modes, as you can see, guys, in the bottom here. We got, right now, we're on normal mode. We have tow and haul. We have your basically eco mode if you want to save some gas. Going to the right, we got your slippery, and we have your off-road system. Now, if you go off-road, you're going to get basically the same type of thing you get on basically on, say, the Raptor or the Broncos. Or Raptor, you get this type of lines here that kind of help you navigate the front if you're going off road, which is really cool feature to have in this Super Duties. Now over here, if you can see, we got the all kinds of fantastic graphics that this 12-inch screen that gives you. Now this is all digital screen, that's part of it, but as you can see, you can switch all kinds of compass, pitch and roll, all kinds of great off-road status things you can have on this Super Duty. As you can see, guys, really cool that the way that is. Now we go, of course, go back to our drive modes, and I'm going to go back to, unfortunately, we don't have nowhere to take this off-road, but we're going to leave it on normal. Now, of course, here you can also now see the shift is in progress. Now I see the engine's kind of going back, but we have also the compass here as well. Also, this gives you all the off-road status and all kinds of things you can do. And of course, you got your off-road settings, towing, status information, navigation, all great things here that you can set up on this vehicle maintenance, all things you can do on this Super Duty. So as you can see, guys, top fuel, trip fuel, of course, head-up display as well. I don't know if the camera's going to capture, we do have a head-up display as well, which is fantastic. This is a new feature for this 5th generation Super Duty that you can have. So this is more of a fancy, really fancy truck with all this basically kind of luxury car features. Gauges, all there's a plethora of things you can do with this truck as well. So the steering wheel here, as you can see, is covered in beautiful leather, which was fantastic. You got the bronze silver trim here, the bronze trim, as you can see there, which is brushed, which is fantastic. King Ranch logo here, as you can see, with the W logo there as well. Nothing pedals or anything like that. Basically, you got your column shifter here with a shift off here. You got your manual mode here on the side, and of course controls for your lights and all that kind of stuff here, as you can see, guys. So pretty well equipped truck with a lot of technology, lots of backup features. Now of course, if we do in backup, we put this thing in the backup mode. Of course, you got a reverse camera with all kinds of sensors, and of course you got blind detection in the back, traffic detection, all kinds of new features that you get with this Super Duties. Now checking that reverse camera, as you can see there, really good trajectory there. You can hear the sensors going off, and of course we got trajectory lens here, as you can see, all kinds of fantastic. And of course, this is see we got the 360-degree camera that are working, and all kinds of camera angles. Let's go ahead, guys. And we're in normal mode right now, so let's go ahead, guys. I don't know if the camera will capture, but you might be able to capture the head-on display, which is really cool. Now I really love this F-250. This thing feels so smooth. The steering wheel feels fantastic in your hand, nice and thick steering wheel. Let's go ahead and get out this way here. And let's see if we can make the turning radius. Yeah, this thing actually turned. It's actually got a little bit better turning radius than I believe last year, because I don't think I'll be able to, the prior generation, I don't think I will be able to make that. But this has got a little bit better steering ratio, if I'm correct, or steering, or actually, you know, lock to lock. So we're on board, guys. This 2024 F-250 King Ranch model, crew cab with the top of the line 6.7 liter high output turbo diesel V8, the power stroke diesel, which is a famous name. Not a horsepower, guys, 500 horsepower, 1200 pound-feet of torque, which is immense. Now being a brand new truck, this has only got 10 miles on it. I'm not gonna floor it or kind of be that crazy, but we're gonna experience a little bit of that 1200 pound-feet of torque, and we got plenty of gas here to do it. So it's a good day today. I don't know if this truck is gonna be coming. Let's go ahead and go and give this truck here the paramedics, and there we go, guys. Oof, oh shit. There goes my glasses I forgot to put on. Woo, this thing is a handful there. It's a lot of torque. Now of course this actually turns on pretty decently well. It's very smooth so far, very smooth transmission. I like the way this thing feels. Head-up display is super clear, which I really love. This is kind of interesting, kind of be seeing a head-up display in something like this level of size of truck. But we can have a little bit of gas here. Oh yeah, this thing just easily gets up to speed. Just super nice. Wow. Yeah, this is, I mean, obviously I'm not flooring it completely, but you can tell this thing is just so nice the way this truck is. Let me just put that little AC outlets up a little bit. But I really love this thing. It feels so smooth. Now, of course, it's got the FX4 off-road suspension, which is a little more better tuned for off-road. Doesn't feel as bouncy, especially in these heavy-duty trucks or the Super Duty. You know, the suspension tends to feel bouncy and kind of really not comfortable to drive in high speed. But this it feels really nice, so much more smooth. And wow, this thing is just a great truck, to be honest. And I'm gonna go. Now we hang back just a little bit here, and let's give it a little bit of whirl. Super smooth transmission. This thing just goes. I mean, it's got some just tons of torque. Now of course it's still the new engine, probably hasn't delivered, or it hasn't, might be wrong, but this thing might not be delivering all power right now. But wow, this thing just feels, you feel tall. The ride is, we're not going fast at all, but it's got a really smooth transition. The thing feels as big. It's actually quieter, and I think you can definitely hear the turbo diesel V8, but nothing like super loud. Then I'm stuck behind this lady here, and look at this birds. Usually like to cross the street, just so I gotta be careful with those birds. I don't want to run over them because that'll be shameful. But this thing is quiet. I mean, it's super quiet. I'm surprised how quiet this thing is, especially with its semi-all-terrain tires and high. Of course, when we're gonna get a little higher speed, I want to back up just a little bit so we can floor it just a little bit and get some more speed in this girl. Now the steering feel is pretty decently direct. I mean, it's a big truck, but if we get a bit of a gas here. Oh wow. Oh yeah, there's a torque. You just woke up. Yeah, it goes. It's got a ton of power. Now we're doing 62. There's a little more wind noise, but there's not really no tire noise, and this thing is actually pretty quiet for a big truck. The brakes themselves have a good feeling to them. Obviously it's a big truck, but the brakes are good. This thing, but the engine is so refined. It's a very responsive engine. I mean, this is an intimidating truck because it's not a small truck by any means, but this is a fantastic. I mean, it's amazing how far they've come in refinement of the Super Duty trucks. Because this could have been an F-250 easily. I mean, you can be shocked that you can be in a nice, but this thing, the luxury you feel in this truck, especially this King Ranch, the steering wheel feels fantastic. All this digital screens, head-up display, and the brakes, yeah, the brakes do feel good. Let me see, yeah, it's still brand new. They still gotta be bedding a little bit, but they do have plenty of confidence in the stopping power. Let's go ahead and get it, guys. And oh yeah, this thing just goes. Look at this thing. Super smooth shifts. Easily gets up to speed with no sweat at all. I'm probably about 25-30% throttle, and this thing just goes. Wow, super impressive engine. And the thing is so smooth though, you can barely feel the shifts, which is pretty impressive. Obviously now at the speed, we're doing 63, 65. It's a little bit of wind noise here on the 8 pillars, but other than that, it's still very quiet. In terms of the suspension, the steering, it's a pretty decent truck. It feels you're still pretty good in control. This thing, obviously you're sitting tall. It takes basically 3/4 of the road, but of the lane. But man, this thing is just super nice though. This thing doesn't feel. It's got some good stability. The suspension is not bouncy, even though we got some bumps. It's got very nice stability. The suspension feels pretty buttoned down, considering this is a heavy-duty truck with off-road suspension. Wow, very quiet at this speed. I'm shocked how quiet this thing is. Wow, really impressive with the quality of the ride, the quality of the interior, the feels, and also the level of decibels is pretty quiet, to be honest. Great mirrors, you can see, guys, there, good visibility in this truck. Let me know what you guys think of this 2024 Super Duty. I think Ford did a fantastic job of the refinement of these trucks. It's just amazing. There's a bit of wind today, but this thing feels so stable. I mean, wow, really impressive for these trucks. Doesn't even feel like I'm driving a Super Duty or a 7,000 pound Super Duty. This thing feels so good. But obviously this thing is not like agile or anything like that. But wow, this thing is pretty cool though. I really like this thing. It doesn't feel like super intimidating or tiring to drive. This feels pretty comfortable, and with all this technology, this thing just feels fantastic. Now, of course, on these trucks we don't have any type of like brake hold or anything like that. This does not shut down the engine or anything like that, so it just kind of stays like this. 10-speed automatic transmission. As you can see, got all your gear stars. You can see there. You got your basically your red line at 4,000. This is kind of the thing with diesel engines. All this reads really beautifully, really nice. All the way the screens are. Everything's at your fingertips. Of course, you got your stereo here. You got everything at your fingertips. You got all the AC controls here. Of course, my phone is on here charging. You can definitely just put it there in the little console there for phones. Of course, you got your little storage bin down here as well, which is with the vault that's included with it. It's pretty cool. Dual glove boxes, lots of storage space here. Really cool. I mean, this is a fantastic truck. I mean, it is expensive, almost a 6-figure truck, but you get quite a bit. I mean, it is quite a bit of truck. It is a lot of money. I mean, people usually purchase these things out. Businesses are most likely gonna put a huge down payment or pay cash. But really cool, awesome the way this thing feels, so smooth, and what a truck. I mean, man, this thing is just another. I've driven prior generations, but this is probably the best that Ford has done in terms of this generation of that. And if you give a little bit of gas, this thing just, whoa. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a fast truck. I'm not even throwing. I'm not gonna throw this. Respecting this truck, it's still brand new. But man, that 1200 pound-feet of torque hits like a hammer in the back once they start getting going. I haven't even floored this thing completely. So well, let me know what you guys think of this 2024 Super Duty or F-250 King Ranch. If you like the interior, what would you guys take in terms of this? And if you guys are made it this far into the video, thank you so very much for being here with me. Hope you guys enjoy it and find this video informative. If you do, guys, give me a like, you know, give me a message and let me know if you guys do like this content of this truck. This is a fantastic truck. I love this kind of race red. I'll probably get something like more of a bluish color, but this red looks really good in this Super Duty, especially with this King Ranch dual color combo or exterior combo. But let me know, guys, what you guys think. Fantastic truck for the money. In conclusion, yeah, it is quite a bit of cash. I'm looking at close to $100,000, $93,000 for a truck like this. But in overall, you're getting a lot of truck, basically a luxurious car interior, lots of technology. You got a fantastic stereo, head-up display, all digital gauges. You got a pretty decent good ride, and of course, these trucks have a ton of towing capability. Fuel mileage 15 miles per gallon. You're looking at best in this type of trucks. I don't see any more than that. But wow, I'm really impressed with it. So quiet, feels definitely more refined, especially that I'm driving this higher trimmed version. I drove the XL 350 with the dually, with the felt it's more and more of a work truck. This thing feels on another level for sure. So all right, guys, here we go. Let's put it on the reverse camera once more. As you can see, very clear graphics, and you can definitely stretch that out to give it the whole screen there, and plenty of, you can see that's so cool the way that is. And well, there we go, guys. Let's go ahead and put this thing back on park. Thank you for watching, guys. You guys have a fantastic day. Wish you guys an awesome, great rest of the year, and let's get this 2024 started. Have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye-bye.